of what things can be like. People from all nations, all religions living together in peace. Being able to actually have rights, have a constitution that works. I think if people really understood how great they have it here, they would not dare do what they're doing. They wouldn't be tearing down monuments. They wouldn't be defacing property. They wouldn't be hurting each other. And the mainstream media wouldn't be doing these ridiculous pieces that make our country look like it's horrible. To make us look bad. They don't realize that they're making America look bad. So I thought it was a no-brainer when Donald Trump said, I'm going to make America great again. That resonated with me. I want America to be great again. I want people to feel inspired to serve their country. I want people to do what's right, mean what they say what they mean. Be bold. Be courageous. Not a country that just sits on its laurels and does nothing at all. And as much as wrong with this country, there is so much right that we do each and every day. So many good Americans that go to work every day. Some work 2-3 jobs just to make it happen. That's what makes America work, folks. That's America. That's America. Washington doesn't really get it. Very few people do. But folks, we've known all along that Washington is not the solution to all our problems. We are. We are working together, banding together, serving together. Yeah, we're to hold our people accountable, obviously. Not saying to ignore who gets elected, because we do have a great responsibility. We have our civic duty. But it's the full circle, folks, the full circle of relationships in our life. The decisions that we make, they affect us for better or for worse. The people, our associations, all of those things. Do they better you? Do they help you? Do they work with you? These are the kind of people that you want to do business with. These are the people that you want to marry yourself up with. People that are on the same page. And these are the folks that I'm talking to today. And that's why I know that For the People will reach its goal. And we're going to stay on the air as long as it takes to raise the money. 813-423-8255. 813-423-TALK is our phone number if you'd like to join in on the conversation here at For the People. No matter where you're calling from, come on, long distance is free. And most carriers, aren't they? 813-423-8255, 813-423-TALK. So Charlie Daniels, he wants those taking a knee during the national anthem to pick another song to protest. The country legend is a season ticket holder, by the way, for the Tennessee Titans, who remained in their locker room during Sunday night's football on September 24th to protest President Trump, saying players who take a knee or disrespect the American flag should be fired. Charlie says, I love the Titans, but I love America more, and I will not stand by and see America insulted and belittled. Daniel said on one of the radio shows he was on there locally, the devil went down to Georgia. Singer said that while he supports everyone's rights to protest, he doesn't understand why they choose the national anthem to protest. You take a bunch of guys who make $1 million a year, they can't find something good about this country to celebrate when they're playing the national anthem? I don't understand, Daniel said. People say they have a right to do it. I know they have a right to do it. They also have a right to do a lot of things they never would dream of doing. Daniel's 80 years old, so you can still be outspoken. He says, my feelings are that to respect the flag and the anthem does not mean you respect or condone every slight or injustice that takes place in the nation they represent, but, and especially in such a public venue, you are showing that you do respect the freedoms we enjoy as a people and the ones who have given and even currently risking their lives to ensure that we stay a free and sovereign nation. Folks, I'm with Charlie Daniels. Are you with Charlie today? 813-423-8255. What do you think of the country singer's thoughts? 813-423-8255 if you'd like to join in the conversation today. 813 area code 423-TALK. What do you like about For the People, by the way? You can chime in if you'd like. 813 area code 423-8255. It's open line right now. Like to take your call, like to talk to you about it. You know, one thing that I will say about this broadcast is that more people seem to enjoy just listening to me. And I think that's true with most broadcasts, and that's why we never usually invokes the phone numbers as much. But since we're on raising money for the show, which our goal is just $2,000, and I say just, but I'd love to see that number go up, and if you can make that happen, that would be terrific. 813-423-TALK. Our website, better yet, is forthepeopleshow.com. That's For the People, F-O-R, the People Show.com, all together, forthepeopleshow.com, lowercase, uppercase, it doesn't matter, go to the same place, but forthepeopleshow.com, and you'll see a Donate Now button, and you'll see our goal there for $2,000. If you're just joining us, we are raising money to keep the broadcast going, but this will be the last time we ask for money to support the broadcast. And the reason we're doing that is, one, we want to catch up on our bills, and then we want to just look forward and start selling some products, which a lot of other radio shows do. It's just something that I didn't want to do, but now we have to do, and now I understand it increasingly. We just have to be more business savvy this way, and this is the way, the future, to keep the broadcast going and to possibly one day actually make a little money doing what I love to do. To be able to support my family. So I'm asking you to please help me do that. Will you? Help me support my family. Because this really will do it. This will help me do this with a radio show to keep that going, help support my family, because we need the help. We need to get things out of the swamp, so to speak, and to some higher ground. And speaking of that, we got family over in Puerto Rico. There's just so much damage over there. It's very sad. I saw Geraldo Rivera. He has family in San Juan and so many other places on the island. 40% of people in Puerto Rico have no water. 40%. Still. And almost, 2 weeks later. There's a humanitarian crisis over there. They're now going to send the Navy and the Navy ship over there with the medical ship, the hospital ship that they send over to disaster areas, finally going to make it over there to help people. There's a lot of people that are just ill. There's a lot more dead than they thought. A lot of heart attacks, a lot of injuries, and a lot of misery. And I feel blessed. I don't know about you, but Irma could have done a whole lot of damage over here. And just besides tree limbs and being out of power maybe a week or two for some people over here, it's not going to be a week or two. They try to put the grid on some sections of the island, mainly in the sparsely populated area of San Juan, and I think they had about 11%, from what I understand, that were back on the grid, and that fell back to about 1 or 2%, just wasn't able to hold. You imagine being without electricity for days on end, and then 11% of the island back on, and then back off again, just like that. It's just the grid's shot. This is the bottom line over there. Gorgeous place. If you've never, ever visited, well, it was. There was a beach where my wife grew up, outside of Aguadilla in Maya West, where you could go in the morning and there was not one person on the entire beach. Seriously. That tranquil, just gorgeous. It's like a park and a beach, but beautiful. Where else in Florida? Where else anywhere in the United States you're going to see that? But you could see it over there. Just untouched, undeveloped places. I mean, there's a lot of resort areas in Raccoon, nice place that's very reasonable that you can vacation right there in Raccoon. You can look that up on the map there and see some of the resorts over there, but very reasonably priced. Hopefully they figure a way to rejuvenate the island and get some federal dollars in there to rebuild the grid, because it's home. It's home, folks, and there's no place like home for millions and millions of people that live over there. And I have found the nicest people in the Puerto Rican community. And listen, I've had some people say, yeah, they're not all that great. They got crime over there. There's crime everywhere, folks. New York City's got crime. Boston, every major city's got it. Every country's got crime. Doesn't matter. It's a beautiful place. And there's some undesirable places, just like any city that you can find it. You know those bad areas. But if you like the island experience, it's a great Caribbean island. But according to experts, it's going to be years before they can actually rebuild anything or do anything in regards to the tourism business is just shot. But as far as the people that call it home and live over there, they have jobs and all over there, the schools are shut down. There's no school. So that's been shut down. So it's going to be a huge influx of folks from Puerto Rico coming over here, millions. This will become their home until they can figure out things over there. But they say what they're fearful of is that the younger people that are in school and getting an education and all that are not going to want to stay on the island, and they're going to come over here. So they're going to have to figure out a way to bring some life into that place. And they've been struggling already economically. There's been a lot of corruption, unfortunately. And again, you can't just blame it on Puerto Rico. There's so many other cities that are bankrupt as well in the United States. Imagine the entire state of California being bankrupt. Crazy. But yet they open up their cities to be sanctuary and actually cost the federal government even more money. Thanks. Appreciate that. No accountability. That's another show in itself. Yeah, I'm against it. I'm for welcoming legal immigrants that do things rightly and legally and go about it nicely, and not the illegals that want to remain illegal. And don't forget Barack Obama. Remember, he said he was going to offer amnesty to all, and then he was going to ask people to come out of the shadows. They never came out of the shadows, and biggest reason, a lot of them just didn't want to. They didn't want to Americanize. And he saw signs in protest in San Francisco saying something like, undocumented, yeah, that's what the lady had in her hand, undocumented and unafraid. Could care less. And the reason being is you got these snowflake liberals giving them a safe haven at the expense of you, the taxpayer, Mr. and Mrs. America. And then you get Donald Trump saying enough's enough. We got a CEO that knows that we're bleeding, looking at the national debt of trillions of dollars going out for a welfare system and for entitlements. Something's got to give. Something's just got to give. And that's where Donald Trump's coming as a business person, saying, we're being taken advantage of. Now, there might be people that might like it. Personally, I don't like it so much. How about you? 813-423-8255 is our phone number, area code 813-423-TALK. If you'd like to join in on a conversation, if you'd like to add anything that I'm talking about, or if you'd like to talk about something completely different, you're welcome to do that as well. 813-423-8255. I know that's a new number. 813 is Tampa. That's where we originate the broadcast from, Tampa, Florida. 813-423-8255 if you'd like to join in. We had Michael Croce call in from the Home and Garden Show, who's on the network that syndicates my show, Liberty News Radio, Sam Bushman's group, and reminisced a little bit the beginning of the program talking about Chuck